One dinar, huh? Is that clear? Now we say 0 equals 2Q minus 100 minus 10, minus Q, sorry, 1Q. So this says 0, 2Q minus 1Q is 1Q.
So Q equals
Minus 100. Now I know that people sometimes will be people who have rusty maths. You know, if you have something like this 0 here, and you want to, the variable should be one side and the numbers other side. So you bring this to the other side and you change its sign. So this was minus 100. It becomes like 100 equals Q. Okay. Also for the same group who have rusty mathematics and calculus, if they have a variable here, it is 1Q anyways. But if we have like 2 or you know, yes, so Q is what?
100.
What does that mean?
100 units you want to manufacture or production until you reach 0.
when I manufacture
100 pieces when you manufacture.
So 100
material, raw material.
Your answer will be my break even is quantity is 100, meaning that if I produce 100 pieces, I will be at 0 profit or 0 loss. Let me just change something, if you allow me. If we change this, now if I go to this and say, I'm the operation manager, they're telling me that we have an order of 200. Yeah? So I will go and say in the same equation, Q is 200 times, what is P? P already we said it's 2. Minus FC is 100. Minus Q is 200, right? And V is already 1 times 1. So what will be your profit? 400 minus 100 minus 200. So it's 400 minus 300 equals what? Equals 100. So P equals 100. My profit is 100. If I'm producing 200 pieces, then I make a profit of 100 dinar. Suppose I did the opposite and I said I have 50. Yeah? So I would say 50 here times 2 minus 100 minus quantity is 50 times 1. So 50 times 2 is 100. 100 minus 100 is 0. 0 minus 50 is minus 50. So if I produce 50, I will lose 50 dinars.
You're not clear about the other effect.
Yes, exactly. Are we clear about this? So you might have this thing. You might. It doesn't say that in the important topics. But if you have it, this is how we work it out. Again, I just repeat it again. You know, because you don't, without writing anything, you can remember it. Total profit, P, capital P, equals total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue means Q times P, little p. And minus total cost, which is fixed cost plus QV. Right? Yeah. Then you plug in the numbers. Yeah, simple as that. So, we can move on? Is that right? I want you just to have a look here. I put different quantities here. And I try to draw a diagram. So if you look at this line, this is the fixed cost. Right?
dark blue line. Dark blue line.
This is the fixed cost. As you see, it is constant, yeah?
Dark blue line.
The blue line. Yes. Blue line is the fixed cost, because fixed cost,
It's fixed.
no matter what quantity you use, the same fixed cost.
Such as the
When it is zero production, or when you produce zero quantity, or 1,000 quantity, same thing. So, and then you have this line with the pink one, purple, you know, which is the variable cost. So it increases. The more you produce, the more cost you have, because you are multiplying quantity by variable cost. Okay? Now, if we look at the price, at revenue, revenue starts here. When you sell nothing, it is zero. As you sell more, you have more revenue increasing. Where they intersect here, this is your break-even. Okay? So we have information systems that actually give you the break-even without any messy mathematics stuff. You plug in numbers there, and the software, the information system, will work it out for you. And then you make a decision whether to go ahead and produce or not produce. Okay? Let's move on. Use of technology can be used for all of this to calculate